die. So much damage. You see that? A whole clip. And it almost killed a Mancubus in 2 revs. That's a lot of damage. Oh, by the way, people, there is a game-breaking glitch in Foundry. I heard in the mod description. If you fire the BFG, it'll just crash. Do it? I'll do it at the ends. Instead of walking through the door, I'll crash the game. Dude, this area is so cramped. Why is there a Cybermank up there? All right, this is where I die, people. First death of the run, right here, calling it. Or is it? Would I wear it to a rave? The Cybermank outfit? Yeah, totally. I would bump so high. I imagine wearing his, like, little visor will be exactly like wearing beer goggles. Oh, hello. Oh, heck you. I see what you're doing, game. Making me go over here. Sniper. Remember, people, push forward combat's a lie. Take it slow. Okay, I need to... I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Catch you later, suckers. Okay, maybe I am now. Yep, okay. That one was on me. Dang it. We could have gone through all the mods without deathlessly today, but I effed it up. My bad, people. Didn't even get an animation because I was too good on that, man. On that Cybermank. On that mank. I'm hilarious. Thank you. Welcome to my Overwatch gameplay video. Today I'm playing Widowmaker. I hope you enjoy. Oh, get out there, Cybermank and? Damn. I need this. Holy crud, there's so much. Damn. Okay, hit scam imp, you nearly killed me. But I think this should be fine. Hello, folks. And can anyone hear me? How's it going? We are playing the rest of the randomizer, and in spirit, I actually looked up a radio station of non-copyright beats. Thanks, Prote. And we are just going to play this in the background as we play the rando today, which should be fun, because I'm tired of this game's OST already. And all that stuff. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, YouTube, I was technically 2 minutes early, but on YouTube, you have to hit start stream manually, rather than just hit go live and stuff, and apparently I forgot about that. So stream was not up for the first 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Thank you, Windows Security, Virus and Threat Protection, for letting me know that I'm clear of viruses. No virusy obtains today. I just need to, like, there's probably, like, a default setting or something I could tweak so that the scheduled live stream just instantly goes live when it's supposed to. It's hard. Can request a song? I used to have song requests set up on my bots, but, I stopped doing that. Because nobody requested any music, and it was just me playing my own stuff all the time, so I'm like, what's the point? It's as simple as that. Yeah, I don't know. Just request music streams and Doom streams don't go well together. I know, like, for, like, multiplayer streamers where they play constant games, like, that's all right. Super Mario 64 and platformers, I think it works well for, but with something that's so, like, tonally distinct as Doom. If I have my K-pop playlist playing, does, yeah. Can you request for free? I mean, yes, but if you request for free, the answer is always going to be no. That's like saying, like, can I murder someone? It's like, yes, but you'll spend the rest of your life in prison. Like, it's always, what are the restraints, man? Because you can technically do anything if you're willing to live with the consequences. Let's hope for the most random and confusing enemy spawns. Yeah, we're firmly in the late game at this point, which means, the later Ultra Heavies are going to be fun. Can you just prison? No, because that would be the government providing housing to you, and we don't do that in the United States. You have to, like, be a bad person to have your housing paid for. That makes sense. This isn't a political stream, by the way. But hey, I think that's just a funny irony. Dude, liking this. This is SWH. But yeah, here, I'll spam the YouTube link. Apparently this stream runs 24/7, folks. So if you have any want to listen to it, I'll just post a link in the chat right now. Because apparently this goes 24 hours a day with a bunch of Doom-like music. We're going to be listening to that in the background, so bookmark that or something if you like it. Oh, sweet. Didn't realize Jeffrey Day was in this frickin' playlist. Hell yeah, I love Jeffrey Day. What's my favorite enemy design in the game? In this game? Probably, Cosmic Baron. It would be Komodo if it didn't have that RNG spread attack. I hate that RNG, like, fireball thing. But everything else, pretty cool. Shout out to Prote. Yeah. When's Horde Mode 3 coming out, Prote? Huh? Chain Gunner sucks. I think they're way too tanky for how much work they do, yeah. Komodo's also really cool. I think the Komodo's super cool, and I like its idea, design in the combat loop of it rushes you down. But, when something is designed to rush you down, you're on a tightrope, because you gotta make sure that it's easily dealable. Cosmic Baron is very close to not being with deal. Like, it's like right on the line of, like, might be too complicated of an enemy to, like, deal with while other things are happening against you. Komodo gets to the point where it's too much because its attacks are random, which means, kind of by definition, you can't deal with it. And so, like, the line where it gets bullshit depends on your skill level, your familiarity, and all these other factors, and counter design's a big thing. A lot of the reason why I don't give the Cosmic Baron as much flack as other people do is because I think on an individual level in this game, it's used pretty well. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fine. It's just, if there's ever, like, 3 or more of them in an arena, I know the pain from the Ripatorium stream last week. It got interesting real quick, huh? Imagine a wall of Cosmic Barons? No, I don't have to imagine. I did that last week. Have you heard of this game called Doom? I've been getting into it recently. Yeah, it sucks, man. Dude, that's what you expect from a fucking 40-year-old game, right? It's bad. It's dated. I much prefer Doom. Doom is way better. Yeah, Wolf Tamer, apparently they toned down on the RNG in the spread. It's now got, like, a logic or consistency to it. I heard that from Murican. I haven't tested anything, but that's what he said. Guys, I timed it today in editing for a video. So you know that, like, little wiggle strat we do while swimming? At 100% game speed. Wiggling through water while swimming through water in the sections in City of Raoul. Or, excuse me, in Temple of Lomarith. Each section saves 5 seconds by wiggling. Like, it's actually a significant amount. Like, you lose, like, a pretty appreciable amount of time by not wiggling. I didn't realize how much. Like, it's quite a lot. Oh, cool. You showed up in this chat. That makes it easy. Talking about the auto section? Oh, why is it slower for you? What happened? Which one do you prefer from the original OST? Which one do you prefer from the original? I don't know what you mean by which one. Like, what one of one? Frame gen was... Really? Frame gen slows it down? Like, is that just, like... if you have the same FPS, you know, outside of frame gen in both cases, is it the same speed? Oh, you're talking about, like, my favorite OST from Doom. E1M1's freaking iconic. I kind of like Doom 2 OST a little bit better. I'm gonna be real. I think Doom 2 has just, like, overall a higher quality of soundtrack. E1M1's just iconic. I can't recall any of the other ones by name. Here, let me look up the Doom 1 OST. Oh, Kitchen Ace and Taken Names. That's a good one. Uh-huh. And that's the only one I recognize by name on the soundtrack. What about the Doom 2 soundtrack? Oh, Running from Evil. I definitely remember that one. Into Sandy City, iconic. And that's it. There's only two. Okay, I guess I recognize the same amount on both OSTs. Maybe it's just because I listened to Running from Evil and stuff like that recently because the Doom 1 and 2 OST got remastered and I listened through a bunch of the stuff. Should more than 200 FPS be allowed if it's with frame gen? That's not 200 FPS though, Hyperusion. We care about the amount of actual frames going in there. Your frame cap in the top right doesn't take into account frame gen. That it only works on actual frames. Like if you have your like FPS limit set to 200 but you have frame gen on, you can exceed 200. Like the frame cap only works for real frames. But no, we will say that like it has to be 200 FPS. What? It does? It's weird. I remember this FPS counter having some weird idiosyncrasies or whatever. But basically, just cap your in-game to 200. Why do you even want frame gen on? Those are fake frames. They do nothing for your gameplay. They just visually look a little bit better. They won't, like, influence anything. Like, how do I put it? Frame gen, nobody just fucking cares. Like, turn it off, man, and everyone will just be fine. Like, what I'm saying is there's no point in frame gen, so why make rules around it? You have a 360 hertz screen you could use frame gen. I mean, if you have that, then go ahead. But yeah, the 200 FPS cap will be, still be enforced in speedrun rules because, well, it's, we gotta have a cap somewhere. If you ask me, 200's still fucking high in this game. We should have done, like, 120. That's my, there's just a bunch of, how do I say it, people who are so used to Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal running at 200 FPS and having super high hardware in our community that I feel like that kind of biases our limit. And I'm just like, dude, let's just make 120. It's way more accessible, and you don't need to know to have too much high of hardware. You can, like, run that on, like, I don't know, I think, like, a 3080, maybe. And, like, you'd probably be able to get 120 in this game. I just don't see the argument that all my cohorts did, but hey, I was the one who got us 200 rather than 250, so you're fucking welcome. Not everyone thinks this is pointless as you do. Yeah, but those people are wrong, so why listen to them? How am I liking this game? This game's really fun. I really like this mod, too. The Randomizer mod makes it super replayable. Highly recommend. You'll always be at a disadvantage in Ryul. But yeah, if you ask me, if you want to just ignore confusion, keep frame gen off. Because if we see like a higher than 200 FPS, we're going to be doing some digging into your run. And my question is, do you want moderators really stooping into the idiosyncrasies of your run? You don't know what we'll find. We found... There's been a few times where like we found like splices in Ultra Nightmare runs that people submitted to our leaderboards. And it's usually because of something weird UI thing that doesn't quite make sense. We look into it, and it's like, oh, there's a splice once we bring this into editing software. Already? I'm talking about, like, all the Doom games. Dark Ages, we haven't had any cheaters yet. We still have a queue of runs that we're looking through right now. But, yeah, no, this, it was like, we had one for 2016 and one for Eternal. That's my opinion on the music. It's good. Very good. I say I didn't like it too much on a first playthrough, but I came around to it after playing it for a bit. I feel like we got enough people in here. I've been shooting the shit with chat for like 15 minutes. Your older runs are capped at 180 with frame gen on, so it's 90 real FPS. Yeah, like, for example, I have frame gen on, or at least I did for a bit. Do I still have frame gen on my settings? I've been tweaking with my settings a lot because I've been capturing game footage for videos and stuff. I should have frame gen on, mainly just because it does make, you know, less reactive, increases input latency, all that stuff. Oh yeah, I have it on here, DLSS frame gen on 2x. I didn't have that on. All right, it'll look a tiny bit better for this stream. But yeah, like, I do it because, like, even though, like, it's worse on the gameplay feel, when you're watching it as a viewer, the increased frame rate helps. Especially because sometimes this game dips into, like, the 40s, you know, when in a tough combat encounter. So, like, having that frame gen on helps the viewer experience, but it's absolutely shit on my experience. But hey, I'm just going to take this bullet for you guys and be like, it's fine. Not as good as Doom 2016 or Eternal, but still good. I hate how everyone has to bring up Eternal in 2016 to talk about the music in this game. Because, like, if you're constantly comparing something, if something is definitively known as, like, all you know is that it's less good than another thing. Like, because, like, good and bad are, like, relative terms, or at least they can be. We often use them as such. Like, for example, like, me having a faster time in a speedrun is good because that's higher on the leaderboard. You know, the goal of the speedrun is to be as, like, fast as possible. And if I'm faster, that means, by definition, I'm good. Or I'm at least improving or getting better. So if everyone in this, like, when they think of Dark Ages, just has it in their thought, not as good as Eternal. It's a negative connotation for a game that's still, like, an 8 to a 9 out of 10. Like... what I'm saying is I think that Eternal being such a good game before this led this game to failure. Yeah. Just want Andrew Hochschild and David Levy to return for the DLC. You can't. They got Andrew Hochschild on a fucking leash making all the reboot OSTs for all their classic games that they're making new releases for. He made the Doom 1 and 2 OST remasters. He made the Heretic and Hexen remasters. He's going to freaking go to... the next thing that they're Quake. They're remastering Quake again for the 14th time. Who knows? But yeah, no. That's kind of my go-to theory of, like, why I think this game doesn't really have good public perception is because everyone just says not as good as Eternal. And, like, okay, well, now you're saying, like, a negative thing to a positive game. Like, eh. You love the work FM did? I think FM did a good job. Definitely not as... okay, here's the thing. Mick Gordon founded a genre of metal when he made these games OSTs. How are you going to be better than the founder of the genre? Like... About to say, this is comparing, like, a god to a king. Like, a king is having it really good by standards, but he ain't God. You think I'd ignore the soundtrack issues if the whole incident had happened? Oh, that's a good thing, yeah, because Mick Gordon having that lawsuit, making that public statement about id Software and that stuff, that definitely impacted, like, how people thought about the music, because Mick Gordon is like, yeah, not working for him anymore. Tough luck, buddies. Mick sued? Apparently there's a lot... I don't think Mick sued, but I know there's legal battle between Mick and something with id. It was mentioned in his statement. You'd have to read the statement for more details. I'm a bit foggy on them currently. But yeah, I said sue in lieu of legal activity because, you know, the most common sue is legal. That's like me calling... like this wet napkin used for wiping babies' bottoms, baby wipes. Like, yeah, people call them that, but that's a specific brand. What's another one? Kleenex. It's like someone asks for a Kleenex. And you have a box of tissues, and you're like, actually, it's Walmart brands. Soft toilettes. How fucking dare you? It's like, I view sue and legal practices in much the same way. Whatever happened with all the lawsuits? I haven't heard anything, Wolf Tamer. I don't know if that's because there's been settling, or rather if they have settled but they kept it on the DL. No idea. I think the whole how do you follow up perfection type of thing with DDA internal. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just what everyone said. And it's like okay, but take Dark Ages on its own merits. What do you think of it? And it seems like nobody can do that. I mean, there's people in reviews who came very close because they went into almost too much detail about the game mechanics and what they like. But when someone's thesis statement just says not as good as Eternal, like, let's be real, 90% of people, they don't watch everything in the video. I know that I see the statistics. At best, 33% of people watch till the end of the video. At best. So that means about 90% of people only get through the thesis statement / introduction, where people just basically explicitly state their thoughts. So they only hear better than Eternal. Or at least that's what most people hear, and then they don't stick around for the nuance because, you know, 60% viewer retention. Whatever. We got finishing move now, and they are doing pretty good. And talking to Alex are super passionate, they're just really chill. I haven't seen any of the interview stuff with finishing move. I should look into them. I'm curious about just what the dudes have to say about their soundtrack. I imagine there's a couple interviews floating out there on the interwebs. Alright. I said about 15 minutes ago that we were going to start, but hey, now I'm going to start now. Somebody asked what the mod is. This is Kyb's mod, which you can see in the bottom right. Let me go to the full screen. Start recording. Yeah. My logo video kind of blocks it, but I have Kyb's mod installed. What Kyb's mod does is that it's like a features expansion of this game. So, like, right now, like, there's more options for customizing the slow-mo. There's quality of life stuff, like removing cutscenes or bad sections that people call them. There's gameplay stuff, like, for example, another fun part of this mod is that I have all the melee weapons bound to their individual key, so I can hot swap melee weapons on the fly. You can do a bunch of stuff like that with this mod, and it also comes in with an AI randomizer, which is the main feature that we're using for this. So I'm doing what I call unbalanced, which means everything has equal likelihood of spawning. The only restraint on this randomizer is that it's restricted to things in the same class of demons spawn. So, example, a fodder demon will only spawn on another fodder demon spawn. A heavy demon will only take the place of another heavy demon. A super heavy demon will only replace another super heavy demon. That's just how the mod comes baked. But other than that, no restrictions. What's up, Hee? Hello. So yeah, this mod's very fun. We're gonna start playing through it. I got the timer set up. It is set to what we previously are. We're going into the cosmic realm. And we're gonna go until I beat the game today, because I'm having fun. Wait, hold on. Timer isn't up. What's happening? No! No, did I do something? Oh, where's the live split interaction? Live split scene? Why is the live split scene not picking up a live split? What's going on here? Give me 1 second. I have to do some troubleshooting, because what the frick, game? Why are you doing this? Ah, push it. Maybe I just gotta refresh this? Okay, yeah, for some reason it literally just wasn't being picked up by OBS. I just had to refresh the scene and then it worked. Thanks, OBS. Does the unbalanced randomizer work the same way with each demon having equal odds? Doom Eternal's randomizer is a bit more in-depth because Annie fucking coded the thing from the top-bottom. But yeah, let's get into it. First starting it off. And of course, we start at the level that's an auto-scroller, so that I don't have to deal with any spawns for the next, I think it's 31 seconds. Perfect.
Creed Maker, signal lost. Commander Thera, signal detected.
Yeah, how the Eternal Unbalanced randomizer works is that you can have it set to either, to where it's only heavy demons. They have, okay. Balanced ensures the right mixture of fodder to heavy demon to, you know, super heavy demon percentages based on the power scaling you have in the game. That's what Annie's randomizer does. That's called balanced. Unbalanced is literally any spawn can be anything. That's unbalanced by the terminology. And then you can even then adjust the weights, ban certain demons, etc. Annie did fucking masterclass of work with her Eternal rando. Alright. Let's just get some freaking gold and collectibles and whatnot because I want power. You're gonna dip for a bit? Okay, I'll chip for a bit, and then we'll go real well together. But yeah, no, Dark Ages doesn't have anything like Annie's randomizer yet, unfortunately, so we gotta go with whatever default settings that Kybes did for this. Retro with an underscore using a flail? Okay, just swapped to the gloves. Good call out, Terrier X. Good call. Oh, hi, Komodo. You know what? I think I like the Baron here more. Please. Melee combo him! Oh, got his arm off. I'm out. Okay, freaking, he's dead. Hi there. We're good. The funniest freaking thing about this mod is still that Maker drones, which you only see in literally one side area of the game, become a fully fledged enemy. They're just everywhere. Oh, fucking lost soul. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Punch him to death. That was not bad. Word, you were just kidding? Okay, I get it. The flail propagandist got to you in between your last chat message, Terry. I understand. They sent you money in the right account, and now you're bribed, so you have to take it back before they hurt your family or whatever. It's okay, dude. I'll just let you know that I will let my family get tortured in front of me before I admit the flail's good. So, you're just weak, and that's fine. I understand. All of us don't have the strongest of wills to stand by our moral principles. But that's one cause I'm willing to die for. Can't wait for the next Repetitorium Challenge run. I've got one where you're forced to use the flail. You could do that. Real talk, folks. Doom the Dark Ages. I like this game. I think it's very fun and whatnot. But, this is, like, the last, like, run I think I'm going to be, like, doing, if you get what I mean. Like, I still might play this game. I might pick up the speedrun again, but, yeah, I think I'm about done making video content on it after I finish, you know, my few projects. Dude, frickin' love swords. I mean, until the DLC comes out. That's, like, the main thing. No final max slider run? Oh, you're right. That's something I gotta do, too. That's an asterisk that we will put for later. After I finish my first max sliders video. Or maybe near the end of the max sliders video. I had this whole idea. Workshop this with me, chat. Let me know if this is a good idea or a absolutely horrible run. I thought a good way to cap off my max sliders video, because I did that already. I already have this, like, how do I put it? It's like super rough cut of where I just have it, like, all cut down, basically. But the thought was that I'm going to make basically that video to explain why it's all good and whatnot, and why the challenge is fun, and, you know, some of the interesting strats and all that stuff. As well as, like, snippets of my whole playthrough. But I thought about ending the video with, okay, and then they patched it all and made the game actually harder and more quality of life, so now I gotta do it again. And then that would lead into the next video. Or I end the video with being like, yeah, and then they patched it all, and here's me doing it again. I don't know what file format I like. The content brain in me says that the idea of where I make it its entirely own separate video is the optimal thing for algorithm. But I'm not trying to maximize algorithm, folks. I'm trying to maximize having a fun fucking video. Which ones do you guys think is better? Oh, I still have Ground Shock on. I need Heaven Splitter on for the challenge. What am I doing? Have I ever played Ultra Kill? I've done more than play Ultra Kill. Oh, by the way, I have Dread Mace now. Fuck, man. Didn't even realize. But yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I may have a few accolades in Ultra Kill. Heck you, frickin' gosh darn Agadon. Sword and Sorcerer, hello, hi. Cannot wait for a Master Campaign? I hope that there's a Master Campaign-esque thing in this game. I'm surprised id Software isn't going to step in and do something like that itself. I mean, they know about Kaiser Mod. They literally hired the dude. Like, he's worked for id Software. So, like, they're aware that there's a demand and stuff for that, that type of content. I wonder if they'll ever execute on it. Is the Master Campaign confirmed? It isn't. It is not. No, they said that they wanted to do something like Master Levels for this game, but they haven't quite said how exactly that's going to take form yet. Just that they want to do something like it. But, yeah. That's the thing with game development. If you say that I want to do one thing, people will take that as if, like, no, this feature is definitely coming to the game and it is totally being added no matter what. But yeah, we just don't know. DLC is the most certain thing we're on, and we don't even know when that's launching. Guess you misinterpreted Hugo's stream that one time. I mean, maybe, like, it all depends on the example and the clip. Like, I'm more than willing to be proven wrong, but, like, I'm just going off my memory at this point. I could have a few details, a few screws loosed. In fact, statistically, I probably do. So, Chad, if I ever get that wrong, feel free to be like, Rytro, you're a dumbass. Here's the clip with Hugo explaining exactly what they're doing. And look at the confidence in which he says it. But yeah, what's up, Dog Matter? Have I played a game called Still Wakes the Deep? No, but I have seen my friend Sharkhat87 speedrun it, if you know who that dude is. He's a horror game speedrunner. I met him at a GDQ once, and he runs that game. Looks like a cool platforming speed game with a bunch of cool skips and out of bounds and whatnot, but I don't know how it is casually, because I've just been lurking in some of his streams where he speedruns it. Shoutouts to Sharkhead87. That dude's cool. Surprised it didn't die and then take the 1-up for free health. Dude, that's such a min-maxer. That's such a min-maxing way of thinking about extra lives. I kind of love that mindset. I'm not there yet. Have I ever played Doom Eternal? No, it's garbage. I actually hate that game, and I've never played it. Ah! Dude, I hate your lack of air control in this game. Like, please just give me, like, strafe movement. Josh may or may not have confirmed Halo and I's question about the master campaign. Oh, did they confirm it? All right, flail, go. Oh, look at how much DPS it does. I broke that thing's armor, which my throwing my shield can do. But yeah, it's cool having my entire melee weapon dedicated to that when, you know, I could just quickly, you know, throw the shield and do it, but hey, like, some people like it. Yeah, Impaler I think is just garbage, dudes. Like, you should never be rocking an Impaler in this game anymore. Where is this thing? It's okay. It is a mod, folks. Give it some time. Oh, hi! Fucking worst enemy ever! Why'd this have to happen? Fucking lost soul. I didn't have time to shoot it. Flail, go! See, guys? Look, the flail's good. You see how much it did? Nice. Awesome. See, guys, like, the flail isn't that bad. You can still kill a vagary. It's not a vagary, a Komodo. Pretty cool. How'd they nerf it again? Didn't they buff headshots? They nerfed its damage to specific enemies, and they decreased its base damage, but then upped its headshot damage to compensate. So any enemy that has a very small headshot hitbox, or that you aren't 1v1ing, gets an effective buff against you. Like, it's just like damage resistance. It really fucks up some kill combos like the Acolyte. Because, like, why would you use 3 Impaler shots to kill an Acolyte when you can use 2 chain shot shots? Like, it's more time efficient, and you don't have to headshot. Like, it's cool. Have I played Gary's mod or Half-Life 2? Lots of Gary's mod in TF2 back in the day. I played a little bit of CSGO in college, but I hate that game, so I don't play it anymore. And currently, I have a crippling deadlock addiction. I play that game too much. I love it. Fucking... Dude, that lost soul was actually kind of huge, though. I wanted to blow up these shield guys, but I can't because every time I throw a shield, it hits the non-heated up guy or someone else. Or I don't know, I'm bad. Probably the ladder. The most ladder. Me when I'm the highest stepping stool in the block. I'm the most ladder. Guys, I swear, that joke makes sense and is definitely not a ramble. Chain shot breaks shields too, by the way. Ah, thanks. Do you know that left click fires the gun? That's the tip I learned from a chatter too. It was very, very useful. What's a good game in your opinion? There's too many. It'd be easier to list all the shit games first than to tell you what a good game is. I think I set the bar for game is that it functions well. Like, you don't even have to have be fun. As long as you, like, your mechanics function and there's a way there's designed and it works, like, I find it very hard to, like, come up with an argument that the game's bad. Flail, go! So fucking good, guys. Guys, do you see how much damage it did to the Agadon? Ah! Guys. I might have died there. But let's be real. That's gotta be a skill issue because I had the flail out, which is the most OP thing in existence. I'm just bad. Oh yeah, Terry, that too. You should play Elden Ring, you'll freaking love that game. But yeah, expect something a little bit different for next week's stream. Alright, where's my Dread Mace? I hate these guys. Ah, damn it. I approached that stupidly. What's up, Umbra? Hello. Then list all the shit games. Okay, first, there's Elden Ring. Then there's Halo 2. Halo 3. Halo 1. Oh, you can't forget about Halo 5. That one's also pretty bad. What's the most beloved game in gaming history? It's that one. That one's actually shit. Dark Souls 1, abysmally bad. Doom 2016, oh, despicable. Okay, is it still, an Agadon? Because I think I more died to the fodder than the Agadon in that last attempt, honestly. Oh! Hi, how you doing, dude? Thank you, Melee! Guys, the melee system of this game is absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with it. Shut up. You just don't understand it. I love this game so much, dude. But Elden Ring actually functions? Uh-huh. It actually functions if you ignore all the parts in which it doesn't function. Like, the game makes up physics all the time to fuck with you for attack patterns. Like, come on, dude. I thought physics was, like, sacred. You can't be adjusting the rate of gravity at me just because the boss is looking cool and lit their sword on fire for this combo. Like, come on. That's not how it works. Where's their gravity magic? They did it for Radahn. They explained why Radahn floats in the air before he strikes down at you, because he's a master of gravity magic. Where is every other boss's explanation? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get triggered again.
Two cosmic relics detected nearby. Collect both to proceed.
Isn't that what ragdolls do? Basically ignore gravity? I get the impression that it more falls on the, like, the perception, the interpretation of events is more like, you are so strong that gravity has very little to no effect after all that force you just put into this demon to freaking shove it to the, you know, the next skyscraper or wall as it splatters against the trunk of a tree. I much prefer to take that interpretation, which if that's the interpretation, hey, we're doing pretty good, man. I guess there's also some nuance in the discussion, folks, that there's like two types of like breaks. There's breaks in purely logic. Like, for example, like something that doesn't make sense in the story department, but it doesn't affect the gameplay. And then I think that there's logic breaks that interrupt the flow of gameplay, and you kind of got to judge those slightly different. Because, like, I think a logic break that interrupts the flow of gameplay is way worse than a logic break on a conceptual level. Because now you're fucking with the person interacting with the medium, which is the whole point of games. So, like, it moves up a tier of bad. Of the Doom games, which one has my favorite weapon roster? Probably this game, honestly. Although this game's kind of cheating because the shield kind of acts as like a 9th weapon. I think in terms of balance, like, this game is unmatched in the Doom department. I think this game has way better weapon balance than Eternal in 2016. I find a lot of the weapons are more viable in a lot of scenarios compared to the other titles. Because in Doom 2016, you have 3 weapons, which is like... the rocket launcher, the super shotgun, and the Gauss rifle. Those are, like, the best weapons unequivocally. Every other weapon is, like, in shit tier by comparison. Oh, hi. No! Fucking, she got her teleporter off because the skull. Eternal has the precision bolt, which is just the main meta weapon, and then it's quick swapping, which is the main, like, tech in that game. Basically has it to where you don't use, like, about 3 of the weapons in the roster. Like, everything else is, like, situationally useful, except for, like, the plasma rifle and the mobile turret. You know, the full auto and all that stuff fit in there, too. Meanwhile, in this game, I can only think of, like, 1 weapon, which isn't optimal all the time. And that's the combat shotgun. Every other weapon is fine, and if not, you can make your weapon mods to, like, make them that they're good. Like, there's a build around it to which it is viable in a certain aspect. Like, even then, like, the combat shotgun's good on lower difficulties because of the higher resource bars. I don't see the combat shotgun's utility on anything Nightmare Plus because it just, like, the resource values are too low to where you get back, like, not enough armor for how bad you're doing because you're using the combat shotgun over another weapon choice. Yeah, what's up, Samwise? You'd argue any weapon mod is useful as long as you're not speedrunning? Yeah, there's different tiers to this, too. Are we talking about viable enough to beat this game with casual play for the average casual consumer? Or are we talking about, like, literally just effectiveness, period, overall? Not talking about, like, can the game be beaten, or can it be, like, beatable with it? Like, there's 2 ways you can go with this conversation. I'm talking about, like, in terms of, like, effectiveness, like, the disparity of how good stuff is, you know? That's the mindset I'm approaching this discussion with. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about, like, just effectiveness in general, the answer is every weapon in every Doom game is viable to beat the game and to play the game even pretty well with it. id Software always gets at least that much right. And because id Software is just so good at that, we're holding them to an even higher standard because, you know, it's like, do you judge a second grader's math exam and a college, like, math major's math exam by the same metrics? No, of course you don't. Obviously, the person in college should be capable of more, so you grade them based on how they're expected. id Software is good enough to where we just expect a bunch out of them. Ain't that cool, huh? We take that for granted all the time, people, that id Software are kind of like pioneers of the genre. Guys, I had the flow out. Why didn't that Acolyte instantly die? Is it bugged? Is the game bugged? Chat. That has to be a bug why you didn't instantly die, right? The flail's the crucible of this game. What the frick's going on? Oh yeah, Samwise. That's how we describe in the business. That's what we call a high skill floor strategy, where like micro missiles are very effective the worse you are at the game. You know, and kind of like how think about like Overwatch, for example. A very easy character to play typically dominates bottom ranks, like in terms of the competitive ladder in those games, because they're easy to use. So if you're less skilled at the game, you're better off using them than another, character. Where'd they go? Huh? Sorry, we were talking about game design. I was having a very fun conversation, and I looked away for a screen for 1 second. What happens? Okay, we're just gonna load checkpoint and act like nothing happens. Did I get the Ripstorium's despawn bug? Yeah, that might be an effect of Kyb's mod. Where's my SSG? I'm gonna bring this thing out. It's been a while since I super shotgunned something in the face. I'm getting nostalgic for it. Oh, I thought I could jump over that. I was wrong. Oh, what am I doing? I don't have the flail out. Guys, my bad. Flail! Oh, I'm getting back so much armor! Guys, look, 24 armor. Holy shit, I am restacked. This weapon's so good. Guys, think about it. 24 armor. I would have died if I didn't have that. Vagaries! Can you freaking come at me, dude? Flail, go! Whoo, baby! See? Power of the flail. Flail never fails, guys. It's in the rhyme. Whiplash. Damn it. Oh yeah, I should swap off my shield room. Heaven Splitter's not useful too much in these encounters. Ew, mobile turret, yeah! What am I doing with that? I thought I swapped it to the other one. Ah! Oh, there we are, swords. That's how we do it. What the fuck are you even hearing? Rytro, loving flail? Yeah, I'm such a believer in how much this game gives you with flail. Like, I got 27 armor when using the flail. I definitely didn't have one-shot protection. Would have been fine anyways without that 27 armor. Definitely wouldn't have. Now, the 27 armor was really great and not cosmetic. You heard it here first, folks. I truly am in love with the flail. It's the best item ever. I want to do the speedrun skip. Come on. I just want to do this for funsies. Whee! Oh, guys, we have the shield throw encounter where you have to fight a bunch of enemies without using the shield. We're gonna do that, right? And just for funsies, we're not gonna do the cheese strategy either. We're gonna do it legit, quote unquote legit. Okay, I don't have the SSG upgraded. I don't know, I've been liking using the SSG, though. I do get the primordial joy of just shooting things point blank. Yeah, let's upgrade it. We'll do it. That's fun. Does the randomizer spawn different demons every time? Different demons every time, yeah. Some are set, like, morale fights and leader demons. Their last enemy, the final enemy you fight in them, is always the same, because those are hard-locked in the game code, I guess. Types has not found a solution over modding those yet. But everything else is. Caco demons, for some reason, do not spawn unless it's an aerial enemy. I think that's the thing. But now ask your question of what's an aerial heavy demon? And the answer is there's only one in this game. That's the Caco demon. So, like, Caco demons never spawn in, but whatever a Caco demon spawns in, it could just be another enemy. I think that's how it works behind the scenes. So, unfortunately, we're low on Caco demons for this playthrough, but I'm having fun. Let's do Cosmic. Okay, upgrade the SSG. I want that fully upgraded. And just for funsies, I'm going to use the Cluster Bomb. Cluster Bombs sound fun. What's up, Jay Frecka? I'm watching you. Same. Alright, we go this way. Cluster, help me out! Easily done. Anticlimactic, even. It was that easy. I also did have a lot of experience not fighting without the shield for my gun-only run. So, maybe I'm just used to it at that point. I played through an entire campaign of the game like that. Wait, there's an ambush fight over here. You never fight this ambush fight in Hundo because it's not tracked. Let's do it. We need to do it. I double parried him. I'm almost certain he would have died. I can idjit. All right. Flail, LFG. Yeah, if I had the Dread Mace there, I would have lived, by the way, folks. Letting the mask slip for a second. That full flail, me going good, believe it or not, was a bit. I don't actually think it. Which games in the modern trilogy have the most fun exploration? I think 2016 takes the cake for that. I think 2016 rewards exploration the most. I mean, at the end of the day, I think all the exploration of these games are half-baked. For the sole reason that, that there's a map that you can open at any point that will just tell you where any collectible within a football field is from you. At that point, like, what's the point in exploring when the map just tells you where to go? All right. Ah, no, I can't fully upgrade the runes. I wanted to do that. Oh, we can upgrade the Dread Mace, though.
The stars
Not a fan of 2016 exploration. Not a fan of how every level looks the same to you. But the fact that everything looks the same makes it so that when something's different, because this is a facility that was, like, built by astronomers, you know, there's a lot of redundant systems. They reused parts in, like, buildings for certain things. So, like, it makes sense in lore why things would look the same. And the fact that so many things look the same means that when something's different, when you see a blood splatter on the wall, when you see a blood trail, it stands out more. Like, I get what you're saying. I understand you not liking it. But what I will hold to this day that there's stuff to like about that as well. I think it actually helps in some aspects of that game. It's called reusable assets. I mean, yeah, like, game design-wise, let's talk, it's easier to design things if they all look the same. Like, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying is it makes sense in lore and story why they would look the same. Okay, I'd say that it at least functions on that level. Can you blame me? I think it's neat that it functions on that level when a lot of games just don't even care about that. At least their constraint is, like, tactfully used. Or, excuse me, tastefully used. I'm hitting the stairs? Hello? Flail, go! So good. Wait, where... I slammed into a teleport, and I don't know where they go because I was too busy slamming them to realize... to pay attention to where they went. Where's the SSG? I want to shoot this foe. Rain, thank you so much for the sub, dude. How's it going, dude? Hope all's been well. Hold on, let me do the speech. Welcome to the Rub-a-Dub Slub Cub Tubs Bub. Ah! I died for you. Gotta make sure I get it right. Practice in the mirror every morning. Right after I tell myself that I'm the best and that my mother thinks good of me. As is my morning ritual. Rain ML, welcome to the Rub-a-Dub Sub Club Tub. Enjoy your stay, bub. Fucking nailed it. Fucking I had an Enforcer Arachnotron 2 last time. The game hates me. The color palette never feels like it changes outside of that one Arctic part. It's either orange or gritty black. Feels pretty boring to me. Yeah, I think that's kind of why Eternal went for a lot of changes in scenery, right? Because a lot of people had that complaint. Which I think is, like, if you're complaining about that, like, the game's already pretty good. Like, you're telling me, like, out of all the things you could say that were wrong with Doom 2016, you thought that the areas looked a little bit the same. Okay, seems like 2016's a fucking good game, then. And I feel like they overcorrected too much for, like, a not too substantive criticism, because then Doom Eternal got all rock opera with, like, 15 million different sets, pieces, and locations. And I feel like they built the story around, like, the set piece and location they wanted to visit, not the story or the gameplay they wanted. They were just like, we gotta have a lot of varied environments because people said put in varied environments in 2016. We gotta do that. And that worked towards its detriment. I could see it. I parried that. I was getting like 20 FPS there, I bet. Alright, let's do the accelerator for this encounter. I'm having fun. Ah! Oh, freaking, is that a Battle Knight? That is a Battle Knight that has that. Okay, I am swapping weapon mods too frequently. I keep accidentally hitting my swap room key. All right. Hey, what the? Okay, okay, okay. Just run, just run, just run. Guys, gotta get the armor back with the combat shotgun. It's vital to my survival. Ooh, 38 armor. That was way different than the 27 armor I had before that. But no, it's okay. The flail will fill me up to 62. Guys, I'll survive approximately 1/8 of a hit from an Agadon with that extra armor. That's so freaking good, dude. It's gonna carry me through this fight. See, that's how you do it. I think 2016 Eternal aren't praised enough for how few systems requirements they had. Dark Ages ruined that. Oh yeah, Samwise. I've been saying this for years that well, I've been saying that one of the reasons why poor performance on TDA is disappointing to me is because 2016 and Eternal fucking ran like liquid butter on any machine that was made in the last 10 years. This game's the exception to that rule. It just runs okay, I guess. Forced ray tracing is like the biggest issue. Other than that, like I heard performance is all right. I have a very specific computer issue, otherwise my performance would be better. But it's like, dude, it's like, come on.
Location unknown. No reference data available.
Encounters change every checkpoint reload. However, some spawns are set in this game, Kirazun. This randomizes every spot that, you know, can be changed. I believe, like I said, some leader and morale fights are fixed. Actually, I think all of them are. And some enforcers are fixed, too. So if you see some encounter looking a little bit too the same, there might be some mumbo-jumbo game code reason why that's the case. Would you happen to run it without RTX? If I remember correctly, you can install a mod to, like, make it force boot, but I think there's issues. Chat, I'm not too certain. Somebody fact-checked me. Where's my Ground Fisher? Ground Fisher would go so hard. Give me a ranged parry attack. Give me a ranged parry attack. Thanks, Ground Fisher. Never mind. Ground Fisher got stuck on a rock. Yeah, I forgot that rune has that issue sometimes. Thank you, game. Okay, yeah, it still works. Chat fact-checked me on that. So yeah, if you don't have an RTX card, there are ways around it if you are dedicated. Although the game might look a little weird. Theoretically, you can still play with a GTX 1660. I mean, it might run at 2 FPS, and you might have to butcher every single setting in existence to even get it to work, but maybe. You'd have to, like, explore some forums where people have done testing and see what they've come up with. Microsoft made sure it was forced to make that extra NVIDIA money. They were on the record of saying that this game has forced ray tracing because to make the lighting system work without ray tracing would take a couple extra years of development. Or, you know, at least, you know, a lot of extra dev time. And they just didn't want to do it. So there is a reason for it, but, yeah. I'm not too satisfied by that answer. Flail, go! Ah, it's so good. Me using nerfed Impaler again, just because I'm used to frickin' speedrun tech. You didn't do your follow-up. Why are you doing your non-parry attack while I'm in close range of you? You see, people, this is why Agadons are not my favorite demon. Sounds like blanket PR speak? Yeah, it's PR speak in the sense of, like, they're trying to phrase it in every single way to make you think it's not... It's like, oh, we're benefiting the consumer, you see? Okay, all the fodder that spawn in this encounter that are randomized just keep spawning lost souls that keep hitting me from behind, and, like, that's why I just keep dying. Okay, get behind him, get behind him. Funnel them in. Everyone just look at this way, and then I'm fine. Melee, go! Yeah, so what I'm saying is it's just a nice way of framing something like, yeah, that they just didn't want to do the effort. Like, that's the negative way of phrasing it. That's the interpretation you could take if you were me. But they would want you to believe it's like, no. We did force ray tracing so that the consumer can get the product quicker. That's it. We did it all for you, guys. They definitely would, like, they wouldn't come out here and say, like, yeah, we did it because it would make the game quicker, which means we could get a return in on our investments for our shareholders in a quite quick fashion. Like, yeah, nobody would act positively receptive to that, but, you know, it's likely, you know, that's, like, probably closer to reality than other interpretations. Yeah, why didn't they just remove the mech and dragon sections and took that dev time into optimizing the game? Then we would have the best of both worlds, right? Imagine if we lived in that reality. That's the good timeline. But, like, we can't have that timeline because, I don't know, like, with that much of a timeline shift, we might, like, Nazis might have won World War II or something. You never know. We could have, like, a time boom for all my Flash comic readers out there. Anyone read / seen the Flashpoint Paradox? That storyline? Good shit. I know it's fan servicey. However, I still like it. Sadly, this timeline is Golden Quarrel. Ooh, sweet. A buffet? I could use a snack. Freaking chain gunners, man. You just hear that doo-doo, and then they instantly lock on and then 100 to 0 you. No chill. Flail, go! Ooh, nice. Let's pick up some Glod. Let's solve some puzzles. Let's get out of here. What's up, Giannis? Coco News. Coco's News. Always forget about that first C. How's it going, dudes? Hope all's been well. Hit the skull sounds of the Agadon Hunter when it shoots. Yeah, but that's like a Pavlovian response thing because I just hate that skull attack so much that I feel like that sounds actually pretty well designed. I just hate it because of my emotional, like, my emotional state of whenever I hear that attack happen, you know? Oh, I never walked out that side before. Okay. Oh! Base demon spawn. Nothing fun. Hard to believe the dudes who despise the Marauder design issue made Tag 2 boss be kind of... And then the whole fucking game based around it. I think it's kind of based that they were like, hey, you guys don't like the Marauder, you didn't like the Dark Lord, we're gonna make a whole game about that and make it good. And they succeeded. Like, yeah, you fucking pop off id Software. Guys, I swear, we can do this mechanic right. You just gotta give us a chance. We give them a chance and they do it frickin' A+ job. You love to see it. Nobody says that Doom Eternal looks bad. I went the opposite direction when, and I hold this opinion to this day. I think Doom Eternal is probably one of the, like, in terms of, like, visual uniqueness and the awesomeness and cool factor that the artists build into the levels, and, you know, the skyboxes, the actual space you're fighting in. Like, it's easily a top 10 best-looking game of all time. Like, in terms of its visual direction, not necessarily its graphical fidelity, it's amazing. What's up, Nayuda? Holy crud. That username is basically like a spam message on my frickin' chat pod. Wow. But hey, hello. Welcome in. Sound makes me uncomfortable. So the sound designer did this job well, I guess. Like I said, I don't know how much that is the sound designer or literally the emotional impact. I'd argue the emotional impact, no, because typically the answer is always psychology. Unfortunately, that's just how the world be. Okay, this is a very cramped room. How will this work? Hi, random shield soldiers. I still love the pulverizer to death, man. This gun is so good. I'm glad it's the trailer weapon. Whoa, did we get whoops all stone imps for a solid 20 seconds? It's a manga, okay. I'm fine. Holy man. So, that situation was bad by every single account, and I should have died, and I played myself out of it. I love this game. Like, I made enough mistakes to basically be like, yep, I'm done, dead. And then I just hit a few parries, and it works.
Anomalies detected.
That's kind of the benefit to the parry system in a game like this. Is that you can be an utter dumbass and just be mechanically good. And then you win. The day Microsoft starts forcing id to replace their artists of AI is the day I will completely delete all of my Microsoft data and accounts and uninstall all Doom games. Yeah. The corporate culture of where they will slack on using people to instead make AI because it's cheaper. I'm not looking forward to any of that. And I say looking forward as if it's not happening now, but hey, it's happening now. You know how many AI videos I see on a daily basis? It's like 1 or 2. Which, like, it's kind of surprising that it is that common. Although then again, that also accounts for a culture where we, you know, have an app to where we can scroll through videos every second if we wanted to, so I'm more likely to see it than ever. I don't know how much that's influencing everything. Oh, these vagaries are baked in spawns? I mean, I guess I don't understand since this is an iconic fight, but I'm a little disappointed. I kind of want to fight a Komodo and a vagary at the same time. That sounds like bullshit in the fun way. The day Hugo Martin retires, the day I stop buying Doom games. From what I hear, he is very involved in the creative process. So, yeah. I think it is fair and accurate to say that these games would not be the same, nor even remotely similar without Hugo Martin. Like I said, he's creative director. I think game director with the most recent ones, too. Like, he got an upgrade in terms of title throughout his time working on these games. I think that's just because, like, you know, there's such a vision, man. And also people liked his work. That's a big thing. Trying to finish Doom 2016 on Ultra Nightmare, and it's almost impossible. Yeah, Doom 2016 Ultra Nightmare is extremely punishing, Nayuda. I'm probably butchering that, by the way. But yeah, just 2016 is a much more punishing game. There's no one-hit protection. The game is just overall way more damaging. Okay, what the frick is in this clusterfuck of an encounter? It's normally 15 million Hell Knights, and now it's allowed to be anything. Oh, okay. Welcome to the final boss of this challenge. My name's Rytro, and welcome to Jackass. Okay, where's the mace? I need the mace for this. The flail won't cut it. The bit's not strong enough to fight me from actually using the best weapon in this circumstance. God damn it. If I was on Jackass, that would be epic. Yeah, for you. How do you think I'd feel getting tortured? I think I'd dislike it. Alright, this is where the super shotgun will shine because everything's close range. Ah! I can't be with the goddamn acolyte because it will just frickin' kill me. Holy shite, dude. I'm fine. Get meleeed so that I don't get hit by that. Thank you. Holy. Where the frick is this guy's clone? That's the real question. I am low HP. Clone. Clone. I don't know where this thing's clone is. The fuck is this Ultra Kill P2 ass room? There you are. Okay, where the frick is, I need the grenade launcher. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, well, I thought that was gonna take me a bit. 2 second tries, not bad. Can't wait for the finished version of this mod where every demon of the encounter is a Komodo or hunter. If the mod gets to a state where I can do something like that, I will definitely revisit this game and, like, make more videos on it and stuff. Because that sounds fun as hell.
Prepare the sacrifice.
But yeah, no, dude. I'm just running out of fun things I want to do in this game. Curse to Randomizer 2.0? Yep. Exactly, Cocos. Exactly. I mean, when you think about it, all the demons are also just thinking, like, this guy, I'm gonna keep throwing green attacks at him. Nothing bad can happen. Little do they know I'm about to parry them. They're kind of idiots for keep letting me do that, huh? You reached level 4, then you fell off the map. Yeah, platforming's also unforgiving. You have to take it real slow whenever there's, like, a death pit or, you know, anything around you. Insta-kill pits have ended many runs. Oh, no, Samwise. I know there's a lot of people who played this game. Like, I don't know, the most normie content creator on the planet, Moist Critical, like, he played this game and made a video and review of it. Skill Up. Under the Mayo, who's, like, I know, basically only famous in DoomTube. And Resident Evil Tube. and, you know, stuff like that. He played it, made videos on it. So, about to say, I think this game made the rounds, you know, culturally to at least, you know, normie spaces. Like, hell, my brother-in-law, who I use as my, like, barometer for... what's a normie take and what isn't, like... He said that, you know, this game, it was good, but, like, it wasn't, like, great. But yeah, no, there's just been a lack of Dark Ages content. I think that has to more deal with how this game is, like, viewed. Just, you know, in the public ecosystem more than, like, people not knowing about it. Holy man. Oh, I wanted to freaking dodge their attacks. The frickin' shield broke. Okay, I'm picking up this mega. I need it. It's like a wave or two and then the Acolyte spawns, right? And I can just rush that thing down. I'm taking 0 damage. Sheesh. Flail, go! Clone got out because my shield got broken. I could have shield bashed to stun, but did not have line of sight on her. Or did not have a shield lock, more accurately. Dead. Nice. The flail actually did damage. Sure. Oh, look at me. I just used my whole melee combo to take out something's armor when one chain shot would have done it. Unironically, I think the only use in the speedrun for the flail on why, like, one runner prefers the flail over every other weapon, melee weapon, is because it has the fastest neutral animation for building up pulverizer charge speed boosts. So yeah, its animation is fastest. It gets that. I guess it's also like the best weapon used in the best melee weapon in the any % run. But again, that's like it has its niche, but its niche is more niche than most. Should take but a second. I would be the torturer in Jackass. They tortured themselves. There's not a torturer-torturee dynamic in Jackass. Because they all just rotated. They changed hats depending on the scene. Oh, Komodo. Hi there, dude. Go, Flail. Do your work. Oh, Flail's so good, dudes. Dread Mace doesn't speedrun that, dude. Flail's highest DPS, actually. Have I read any manga? I read One Punch Man. That was like a few years ago in college. That was like when the TV show first came out. I read through One Punch Man. because I like the TV show so much. I was like, I just gotta read it. Good choice. Good freaking choice. Other than that, I'm not a manga person. I do enjoy anime, at least, you know, some anime. I'm big into... Okay, I say big. I'm more into visual novels than the average gamer. So whenever a manga or popular series has a visual novel adaptation or like a... You know, and it's on Steam, I pick it up. Like, I got Steins Gate recently. Have not started reading it yet and playing through it because I hear the game's a different experience than the anime. I need to grab this gold. I accidentally left it. Was too busy talking. Raicho's version of experimenting in college was reading manga. Yes. That's not wrong. Don't tell him about Evangelion. Evangelion's one series I was never got into. Catch you later, Samwise. Have a good one. Where's this guy spawn? Oh, it must be spawned beyond this, and he's hitting me from outside. I get it. Recommend a manga? Yeah. Trust me, if you recommend any manga, this has nothing to do with you. I'm just not gonna read it. I'm not a big reader nowadays. Holy crud, this Acolyte is turning this thing into a frickin' game of Overwatch. Oh, guys, don't you just love Torb's ult? Frickin' that character on steroids. This is a balanced randomizer mod or unbalanced? It's the only way in which this is balanced, Citizen Duck, is that it's balanced by set of demon. Fodder can only spawn in fodder. In other words, fodder spawns can only spawn in different fodder demons. Super heavies can only spawn in other super heavies, etc. That's like the only balance in here, and that's like a mod constraint, I think. You fuck you. I'm bad. Are you gonna do the secret encounter in the main room? The one that was only recently discovered? Wolf Tamer, you know exactly the words in the right order to trigger me. Like, it's impressive. Kudos, sir. Kudos. If it was anyone but you, I would be triggered right now. But I know you're just fucking with me. Never had a fight come out with 6 Mancubus yet. There's been a... Strangely, I don't think so. I'm trying to think back on it. No, Mancubus, it's been pretty even, honestly. There was one time I got like 3 Acolytes at once, and that was hell. Where's my SSG? I want to SSG some things now for a bit. Go, Flail! Super awesome attack! Oh, look at the damage. Go, Flail again! It was all the Flail's doing there. What's up, Yielding Cash? Hello. Okay, all Lost Souls are dead. We're cool. Okay, never mind. Not all the Lost Souls. There's still that guy. I was waiting for Stonehams to charge me. Because I'm just like, I see you guys, please. Alright, we're fine now. Okay, let's take this guy a little slow. Perfect. He's dead. Now it's just the very gay. Lost Souls, baby. Gotta love them. I'm fine. Okay, Lost Soul taken care of. I can shoot at this guy now for a bit. There is a Nightmare Imp. I see him out the corner of my eye. Get out of here, dude. I'm not falling for you. I'm actually going to back up and restack because, my goodness. Nice. What if you made every enemy a Komodo? I can't do that because my programming knowledge is so, bad when it comes to modding games. And I simply do not have the time to learn it. But hey, if somebody can get the mod into a state of which I can do that, guaranteed I'd do something like that. Doom the Dark Ages, but every single enemy is a super heavy? Like, hell yeah, that sounds fun as heck. But sadly, we cannot. Technology does not exist. What do you think the demons are doing in Cthulhu's stomach? It's a natural part of its digestive system. All right. This encounter is, I guess I can't rely on the cheese, but, I think it's fun. So we're just gonna keep shooting these guys. Holy crud, though, they are tanky. But, Nightmare Imp is too much damage, man. And by too much damage, I mean it's too much reliable damage because I suck at dodging them. Oh, wait, I forgot there was 2 fodders that spawned in. Oh, hi, Komodo. Oh, I am... flail. You see? And you doubt its power. Close one? Yeah. But the flail was the last boost in power I needed to beat that Komodo. Definitely would not have been easier without it. Totally. Definitely would not have been trivially, not even close easy if I had the Dread Mace out. Okay, let's skedaddle. Oh no, I lost 5 gold. I don't care too much. Let's get out of here. I got most of the stuff, and that's important. I called the Wii a little bit too early. And that was captured live on camera. How embarrassing. I'll never be able to recover. What the heck? I heard, like, turret sounds, but I don't see anything with a, like, an Arachnotron shooting me. What's going on? Come on, come on. Oh, what the heck are you doing? I'm fine. Go, flail! See, the Arachnotron's still alive. It has the highest HP in the game. The flail takes a while to take it down. Full flail combo isn't even strong enough to bring down an Arachnotron, you know? Whee! Oh, you're still spawning. Why? Do you infinitely respawn? Heck you.
Caution. Theorist signal is surrounded.
No secret level? I mean, I don't find that, you know, doing an Easter egg encounter, like, eh. Like, what's the point of showing off an Easter egg encounter if, like, all the spawns are different? Because, like, every single encounter is a master level encounter of this mod, man. Flail. Damn. Fuck it, Dread Mace. I know it's worse than the flail, but I think it might have a niche use case in dealing a fuck ton of damage to a single target. I wonder if that's applicable anywhere else. Woo! And we out of there. Not bad, not bad. How to make the flail useful. Make it do damage. Yeah, I mean, like, I think if they want to go with the flail, you should use for armor and, like, to get armor back as a resource man. One, I think its resource values need to be increased throughout all the difficulties, like, relatively. Because then its one niche could be, it's you know, on low resources, it's, like, a good way to get back armor, which makes it, you know, good on the higher difficulties. Or, like, they could make it do more damage, yeah, although I find that kind of boring because Dread Mace already does damage in an area. Umbra, thank you for the sub to Flol. You spelled it wrong, idiot. Guess you'll have to donate another sub to correct that. Haha. Idiot. Look at this. Second sub about to come in. Umbra, what the fuck are you doing? Thanks, dude. But don't. Berserk! Woo! Guys, the Impaler's finally useful now. Oh, wait, how's the flail? Oh, guys, it only takes a full melee combo to kill a Mancubus with Berserk. It's so good. 2 hits to kill an imp. Oh, how many hits? You're just going down, Baron. It takes 8 hits to kill a Baron. With Berserk, holy shit, this thing's insane. Umbra, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to flail me. No, I wouldn't do that upon my worst enemy. But Umbra, thank you for making 2 totally real and not at all fake accounts. And gifting them a sub. I will welcome them to the Rub-a-Dub Sub Club Tub and wish they enjoy their stays. Bubs. What's up, Unchained? Hello, how's it going? Love its flails, visuals, and sound effects too? Yeah. The only thing that's missing is, like, you know, it feels very impactful to use, but it doesn't do anything impactful. There's a disconnect there. Let's get my mace fully upgraded. Umbra, thank you for gifting a sub to Flatulent Monkeys. Totally real chatter. You know, regular. It's been a few streams since I've seen them. They weren't here the past few times, but they were there every single day of me and the Ghost Runner arc. Why are you wasting your money like this? You counted 9 or 10? I think I counted 8, so it's even worse than I thought. God damn. Sorry, I had too much faith in it. My bad. Where's my stun? I want to stun things. Let's see how good the Heaven Splitter plus Pulverizer and everything feels while Newman around. It's like you slow your enemies, but then you speed up yourself, so it's like almost a doubled effect. This is synergy. Okay, well, glad I blocked that. I was not expecting, that to happen. Alright. No! Oh yeah, I forget. If you break an armor, it falters them. Which is kind of cool when you go in for a flail melee. Alright. Alright, that's it. That's all my praise of the flail, people. I believe my praise of the flail is complete with that sentence. No other compliments. Incredible music for the section. Was there no Animal Crossing music for it to hit harder? Hey, that was Prayers of the Diminished from the Doom Eternal OST, you fucking shill of a Doom fan. That's right, I cut through the bullshit. I say stuff that no one would. Hard-hitting journalism here at twitch.tv/retrofan_. There's gotta be ambient music or else the heavy stuff doesn't hit the same. It's how it works. It's an observed effect. Where is the Acolyte? Ah! Why is the Acolyte frickin' surrounded by everything? Ambience during a heavy combat section? You think I choose the songs in the order they pop up on this thing? Like, please, I don't offer curated stream background music levels of quality. That's a bit above my pay grade.
Rebooting. Attempting to connect to Sentinel network.
Imagine that, being at the level of streaming where, say, theoretically, like, I could play custom music when I'm doing runs like this on stream, but I have to hire a dedicated person who could choose the combat tracks so that they fit the situation all the time, almost as if, like, a retro video is, like, playing off in real time. You know, in terms of, like, you know, the background music fitting the theme of the vibe of the section. You know, eventually, you know, like, having a stream widget where I would cut it to black and provide commentary. Fun idea for a stream. But yeah, no, it's just an ambient part of the song before it hits, you know? But yeah, no, that would be like next level production stream quality. I wonder if there's anyone who does something like that. It seems such high effort, I doubt they would. That means I can be the first. Gotta play Dark Ages again? Man, game's fun, dude. I recommend, if you need some extra variety in there. This mod's pretty fun. Get to replay the same game, but in a slightly different way. Oh, guess that spawn's fixed to a stone imp, huh? Or I just got really lucky. I went the wrong way, so instead of hitting the death plane and walking the normal way, I just kind of winged it. It worked. Okay, freaking Arachnotron slapping me from a distance, man. That ain't fun. Wait, no, that's a chain gunner. Okay. I think Arachnotrons make a similar sound. Chain gunners, you know, a beep, you know, then they hit you. I guess I just don't have the tonality of the beeps memorized. One part I can improve upon, huh? Have to do Ultra Nightmare run first for the gold armor set? I mean, hey, if that's something you want to do, the game does let you do it. I don't even have that golden suit yet because I don't care about Ultra Nightmare stuff. But hey, if you like it, good on you, dude. What is that girl doing to your message? Dude, what do you expected? You typed mods. That's what mods look like.
Arcane totem.
At least in this stream.
Rerouting to next objective.
Can't believe you're not saying what's happening to this anime. What's Saul Goodman doing to the word anime? Like, what the hell? That's by design. I'm a little bit of a memester. Words that are common in a stream, but, like, not too common, I try to, give their own special little emote, because I think it's a fun little game when people have that effect of, like, what the fuck? Why is this picture on my screen when I typed a word? I think that effect is very cool. AKA I'm a troll. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, don't type Elden Ring in my chat ever. You confuse the shit out of you? Yeah, exactly. That's the fun of it. Oh, maybe you have to capitalize Elden Ring? I don't know if it's capitalization. It might be case sensitive. Okay, who types in all caps? Come on, Cocos, you're better than this. Type as if, like, somebody would type Elden Ring, like, you know, proper noun. Oh, mobile turret, go! Ah, oh, look. It did so much during that fight. Ah. I'm an auto turret enjoyer. What can I say? It just does too much work. Yo, what's up, Bubbles? See, Bubbles gets it right. How you doing, dude? English not your first language. You might have misunderstood the assignment. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. This is sophisticated grammar that is required in this stream. Nah, dude, I get it. I don't know. I'm also very weird about that stuff, so it's not on you. It's a me thing. Of anyone who DMs me knows that I like to format my messages in a way to where they even look nice. I have, like, it with multiple lines, depending on the section in which I'm talking about relevant things. If I have two thoughts in one message, I make sure to separate it by enters, you know, line spaces. Put in the appropriate emote to designate emotion, like... I don't know, I take my direct messaging very seriously. That's weird. The only part I slack on sometimes is the emote. I was very slow to pick up emotes as a child, you know, emoticons on the smartphones. I'm speaking as if, like, I'm an old... Kids, get off my lawn mentality. But it feels that way. Very slow to pick up emojis. Like when I texted people with phones, back when, you know, we texted people with phones rather than use Discord. But once I picked up Discord and got introduced to emoticons and Twitch, where people spammed emotes all the time, I was like, wait, frick, dude, this is so good, helpful for designating tone or whatever. Also, I'm just internet pilled. I can confirm chat. See? Elf knows. What's up, Elf? Oh, that reminds me, I need to pay you for the new project. I'll do it after stream. Oh, guys, we have the flail out? Flail! Go, 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 go! Now's your time to shine! We got Berserk, infinite flail! It's gonna be so good! Oh, I don't know how that happens. It must have been a glitch. Or maybe you trolled me back? Nah. Where's your Reddit post canceling me? You're not doing trolling effectively if you're not doing that. All right. Berserk Flail number 2. We're gonna get this down, chat. Oh, parry. The flail auto turret combo back to back. Oh, look at how much it decimates. 6 hits to take down a pinky. Oh, it's basically free. We're almost done. Come at me. It's so good. What can you say? I agree. The flail's pretty good, dudes. Let's start upgrading the Ravager. I like this thing. You're the reason he hasn't upgraded my GPU? No, I'm the reason I haven't. That's more accurate. Oh wait, actually everything in my PC kind of needs to be upgraded except the GPU. Fun fact. My GPU's a 5080. I'm doing good. Everything else sucks though. Especially the MOBO. Yeah, I started picking up shifts at my old bartending gig again. So I'll have a little bit more disposable income future. I'm looking to upgrade my PC pretty soon. Impaler, man. I always just keep swapping to the Impaler, man. Just whenever I'm in autopilot mode, I'm just pull out the Impaler. And then I have to come to the realization that I need to pull out another weapon because it's not doing too well. Teach you to make a white Russian? Dude, the most complicated I have to do is ask what tap from the beer do you want. It's Wisconsin. The most complicated cocktail I'm making is an old-fashioned. Oh, what? You want a vodka and 7? I can do that. Remember I had a 3080? Yeah, I used to have a 3080. That was the first thing I bought after the Dark Ages release. And then I found out, it was like, oh, this will fix all my problems. It didn't fix all my problems. Turns out I was pushing that problem down a line. You bartend in Wisconsin? Yeah, everyone just drinks beer. Yeah, what beer is good of Wisconsin, you don't want a mixed drink. All the people who like cocktails go to a cocktail bar here. We have those, like... Kind of makes you feel like if you like cocktails, you're a second-class citizen here in Wisconsin. That's the vibe. We love our beer that much. What's up, Registal? Hello. Kahlua, vodka, 2 parts milk. Yeah, we don't carry milk at my place. I couldn't make somebody that if I wanted to. We just don't have the materials. Do you know that vodka is 40% ethanol, 60% water? Which means it's a solution. Drink up, you sad bitch. Yeah, what do you think I do when stream ends? I have to, like, drown the sorrows of Twitch chat roasting me 24/7, man. It's a lot. You don't realize the emotional toll it takes up. Having shitlords like you in my chat. Aw, he really likes us? Love ya, even. We're besties. For legal disclaimer, I am not anyone's best friend in this stream. I am not legally held responsible for that. I'm from Wisconsin. I don't know Giannis. That sounds very familiar to me, but I had an American education in Wisconsin, so wasn't the best. That last name, it starts to read familiar. Is that like a Native American site or something, or a Native American like name? You've been the star of basketball for the NBA team. Oh, wait, is your name a frickin' basketball reference? Sorry, I don't speak the sports ball. Like, I'm gonna be real, the only time I see sports is when I'm working the bar and there's a sports game on. I don't watch sports outside of, like, working. I'm so dead, you said Native American? What nationality is that last name? I gotta know. What's the dialect? In Wisconsin, we just have a lot of Native American reserves, and frick, literally our second biggest city in the state is called Milwaukee. Like, Native American heritage is taken pretty, how do I say it? There's sort of like a state pride in our Native American heritage here. Nigerian, but he's from Greece, the Greek feek. Okay, well then, that's even worse, because I had a roommate from Greece a long time ago. Although his name's, excuse me, his name's probably Nigerian. So yeah, I was talking about the name and origin, not necessarily like the person themselves. So yeah, Nigerian would make sense. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's because I'm so familiar with Native American pronunciation, I impose that onto, that dude. We're all just a little bit racist, folks. Just a tiny bit. Do you know Aaron Rodgers? Okay, I don't live under a rock. I know Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Can I name anyone outside of that? No. That's the extent of my knowledge, but I know of those two. I need frickin' fodder clear. Get me this. Oh, wait! Berserk! Flail time! Guys! Hell yeah! Best freaking weapon ever. Oh, it's so freaking good, dudes. Oh, it only took 4 melees to kill a shield soldier. The Dread Mesa would have taken 15. Seriously, is it like this weapon bugged against shield soldiers or something? Like what was going on there? Even the flail shouldn't have been doing that bad. I know the limits. You give me more Oregon vibes than Wisconsin. Now, the only thing that's... I don't know, what the frick, what are Oregon's vibes? What's some stereotypical Oregon things? I think it's coffee, but because it shares that with Washington, right? Dying on a trail, that's heavily associated. I definitely don't die on a trail a lot. Dysentery's quite rare around these parts, actually. Gold mining? I think there was a gold rush there. I don't own any golds. The only thing that's gold is my personality, teehee, so, yeah, probably not that. What is it about it? Lots of oregano? I don't cook with oregano. I think it's an overrated spice. I only carry oregano on me when the police pull me over, if you know what I mean. Haha, haha. Hold on, people. I realized the music, it's not... Why is it not... Turn it up a bit. Felt like it got real quiet for some reason. There we are. That should be fine, I think. Ah! The flannel 100%. So you picked me on my Oregon shirt day. This is I'll have you know I have like several shirts. Also, wait, this is a flannel? Wait, this is what's it called? Jean. Are you talking about when I wear flannel stuff? Hold on, folks. I'm just getting a tad bit confuzzled. I'm gonna need somebody to clarify something. Fucking Lost Souls, man, are actually the hardest part about these settings. The fact that there can just be an instant Lost Soul. Right on fucking cue, thank you. Okay, that might be just a touch loud for me. Oh, I alt-tabbed in. Game, are you good? My bad, I alt-tabbed for a split second to fix the audio issue. Alright, we got to the black screen of death. I think it's best that we just X the program and reboot it. What song is this? This is by Kirk Victor Bryant, the AMD Explorer. I'm listening to Doom lo-fi beats while we play. Has a bunch of like video game and like Argent Metal-esque tracks that's been curated. Thought Washington was just rain. Does it look like I constantly get rained on? Because that's true. I'm not crying. It rains a lot where I live. Hopefully YouTube doesn't get me copyright. That's why I'm using Doom Radio, because I know a lot of these tracks are copyright free. I think like 100% of them are. Brian Q on as you were about to say the song's name. Well, hey, congratulations for winding 30 seconds. Or you could just go to Pro Days Doom Radio right now and just look at the title. But yeah, if it's good enough for Pro Days random live stream on YouTube, it's good enough for my random live stream on YouTube. Oh, Acolyte, okay. Take out the clone first, flail out, obviously, and then spam it. So strong, man. Like, guys, why aren't we using this thing all the time? The pulverizer definitely just doesn't do more damage shooting. Totally, it actually makes sense to use it mid pulverizer. All right. I think that I will give this encounter the grace of me not using flail. We'll swap to the Dread Mace just to test it out, even though it's worse, I know. And then what's our rune? Let's swap to the swords. I died for using the flail so hard. What are you talking about, man? If I use the flail so hard, I should live. The flail's goated. You can't use the flail too much. That's like saying, oh, no, I'll have a little less ice cream. Like, no, the answer is like, yes, another scoop. Same thing with the flail. Oh. Dude, I was feeling the music. What the hell? When did the flail become better than the bonk? Oh, it's been so much better. Ever since they increased the damage on the flail, it, like, kills it kills an Agadon in 8 hits with Berserk. That's just like compare it to like the Dread Mace where it kills the Agadon in 1 hit. 8's a bigger number, therefore the flail's better. Obviously. That's my proof. You're welcome. Feel free to steal that and clip it and share it to all the flail lovers out there. Whenever somebody dare says that the flail is bad. Fantastic logic, it's the best I have. That's the best defense you'll find of the flail. Hello, A&W, the idiots are mathing again. Every time I've ever had to try to explain to somebody a very sciencey thing that's like not common knowledge because I'm the one science dude, that must be like the proof like that they're hearing me say, like it must make about as much as that much sense. About the same, actually. Although I have made even weirder connections before. Ah! Like, for example, like, do you guys know why fire trucks are red? I think I've said this rant before, but I love it. It's so funny. Okay, so a fire truck is red because it has 4 wheels and can carry 8 men. And 4 plus 8 is 12. And there are 12 inches in a ruler. And you know who else was a ruler? Queen Elizabeth. You know who else was Queen Elizabeth? It was a famous ship. And you see, the Queen Elizabeth sailed the 7 seas. Seas are, of course, filled with fish, which fish have fins, which people from Finland are called Finns. To which Finland and Denmark had a war with each other a few centuries ago. And that, folks, is why fire trucks are red. Because the Russian flag is red. You see, it makes even more sense because they're always Russian around. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Special live on YouTube. Watch now. That joke was almost as powerful as the flail. Yeah, long, long, boring, very tedious, and for one slightly pleasant result. It's like, okay, that was kind of clever. Was it worth it for like a 5-minute joke? No. No, it wasn't. In terms of opportunity cost, that joke is missing out on oodles of stuff. But it's so stupid. I memorized it when I was in the 2nd grade because I thought it was so silly. It's like me and like the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Like I have like that song word for word memorized. I treated long funny jokes much the same. You know, funny to young Rytro, I should add. Old me, it's hard for me to separate. Is that joke actually funny, or is it my nostalgia blending through? And the answer is almost assuredly it's my nostalgia blending through. The I just said so ATP. ATP, made by the mitochondria, which, need I remind you, is the powerhouse of the cell. Ah! I don't feel like solving that puzzle. You can just do that at home. The inner machinations of your mind are an enigma. Yeah, my psychologist told me the same thing. About your minds, which was the weird part. Like, how do they even know you? Would've been 2x as fast with the flail. Yeah, I know. Tell you what, let's go gauntlets for a little bit. Gauntlets are fun. Let's punch some things. Alright, folks, we got 3 missions left. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Take a break. I've been streaming for a couple hours. I'll be back in a sec or two. Pepper. Way too far underneath the arena. Enough height to be floored by a fatal fall. And since photo mode isn't unlocked during the first game playthrough, this variation was impossible to use in any percent runs. And to make a long story short, Darave has a great video that breaks down in detail how this skip came to fruition, and I highly recommend you check it out for all the details. TLDR, the trick went from finding a way to skip fall damage by using a precise mantle, using an invulnerability trigger left by the devs, to, eventually, a good old-fashioned rail boost found from testing by wave clipping Prisoner and Seeker. Rail boosting is an exploit in this game, to where jumping on a ledge causes a sudden burst of speed upwards and forwards. This does not apply to every ledge, and is dependent on the amount of frames per second the game is getting. The more FPS, the more speed. This particular type of rail boost has it so that you are on the ground while the rail boost triggers. And the funny thing is that the game keeps this fact in mind while you're in the air. So, since the game thinks you're on the ground, you go from a grounded state on top of the map to a grounded state on the bottom of the map. Meaning, you technically never started falling as far as the game is concerned, allowing you to not die and then be able to clip through collision and then get to the final cutscene and end the game. It is not now required to watch a very long 42-second cutscene that any percent can shorten down to 4 seconds by loading a checkpoint, thus making the gap between Ultra Nightmare and Classic that much more smaller. But Ripley's believe it or not, this is not the only boss fight that can be skipped. The Cyber Demon is a fan favorite boss fight, So much so that they made it a standard enemy type in Doom Eternal. Normally, we'd have to fight the first phase of this boss, and then use the boss as a stepladder in the second phase to jump over the wall and get to the end of the level. And now, I guess you can predict a pattern here. This end level trigger is always available. The only thing that was missing was a boost that could get us to the second phase of the boss fight. And, despite searching for it for a long time, no one was able to find a rail that could give a boost with enough speed in the right direction to get to the final arena. Well, until one speedrun legend decided to go looking for it. And normally, a fatal fall would occur, but this rail boost has the same properties as a Spider Mastermind rail boost, meaning all is safe. Skipping a total of 2 cutscenes, where of course, Classic would save time over UN, now evening the playing field even further by 20 seconds per cutscene. And, well, since we covered 2 out of 3, I'll briefly mention the Hellguard's boss fight. There is no known way of skipping them. The end's level trigger is located right beneath the boss fight, with no known way of clipping to the ground to activate them, even if it could be reached. The trigger isn't active until the boss is dead, so speedrunners would not be able to skip the fight anyways. Sup folks, I'm back. Likely that means the game will crash. Statistically, yeah, it did. It's cool, that's why we do that between levels, so it's funny. I got myself some cookie cake. Because I'm a grown-ass adult, and I bought myself a cookie cake. Alt-tab into Crash is a true combo at this point? Yeah, I think there's only been one time where it didn't. It's like a 99.99% success rate.
The outer defenses were slaughtered. Nobig's forces are surrounded.
Still can't get over Crash being represented by a blood-fueled rune symbol? Yeah, that was Drake P-Hose. He made that emote and uploaded it to 7TV, and we all instantly adopted it. It was the funniest crap. Making some room for myself. What's up, Lightwing? Hello. How's it going? I'm playing through the randomizer still. Going through everything. I still have auto turret on. Let's try... You know what? Let's try Fissure for a little bit. That sounds fun. I thought I would glory kill. Instead, I punch comboed. What are Hey and Hi representing? It's too small for you to see. Well, go on over to twitch.tv/Rytro with an underscore. Start typing random things to your heart's content. You'll eventually find it out. This definitely isn't a ploy to increase my algorithm presence. No. You should totally do that of your own free will and volition. Wink, wink. God damn it. Dude, I just got, like, unlucky draw. I got, like, 5 acolytes there. Yeah, I'd crash too after 5 fucking acolytes. I can't blame the mod or the game. The game isn't designed for that much. But yeah, the common theme around hey, hi, hello, and things they're equivalent. They're interesting. I'm 53% complete with Resurrection. I just started this level, what? It's 1,000% skill issue of the game. I would never crash. Streamer, I don't crash there. Thanks for letting me know. Random 12-year-old in my chat. I'm surprised we didn't have one. We crashed twice in a row. Typically, we get one of those. I guess chat's been weaned of the weak. Only the true gamers who know my sense of humor and have the correct opinions have stayed. I gotta get better at punching things. I'm not used to the punch combos in this late game. Does this game have an updated drivers issue? Yeah, there's an issue with its drivers, is that you gotta update them to play it. Bullshit, dude. I got hit by a stone imp, like frame 2 out of a glory kill, my bad. Hold on, I do have this thing fully upgraded. I wanna pulverize some things. I freaking love this gun so much. Whee! Oh, hi there. How you doing, Baron? Hope all's been fun. Fine. I'm hit from behind. I heard the lost soul spawn. Damn. There's an issue at launch where updated drivers can consistently crash the game. Yeah, I don't know about those ones. I just had, I think, like, performance-related crashes. At least I assume. Or mod-related crashes. Those are actually quite common as well. This game crashes at a non-zero rate. But, like, that's about it. I don't know, way less than Skyrim will put it at there. So, you know, they're doing it at acceptable levels, if you ask me. Charlie was pissed at the game at launch for driver stuff. I was pissed at launch too, but that was because of I did the super special pre-order skin, like super deluxe super fan edition, and I actually got to play the game. I had the privilege of playing it later than everyone else because I was such a big fan. Yeah, no, just codes did not work on launch for people who brought like the super omega fan edition, which sucks, man. It was horrible. Oh. I remember I was like whining in stream for like the first 2 hours because I like, okay, I'm set live to go slightly beforehand, so like I can greet people, we can talk, shoot the shit, you know, before playing the game. And I was just on there for 2 hours being like, why won't this button turn red? Why won't it go install? Let me install it. Give me access. Apparently it was like something with their publisher or the store, like they literally just didn't click a button. And they were able to get that fixed in the span of 2 hours. So yeah, there where I was playing the game 2 hours later than all the freaking normies. I say normies by comparison, okay? Y'all know what I mean. Flail, go! You see that flail? Freaking tactically used there. Oh, we got the yeah, frick yeah, ultra kills on the playlist. Nice. Can't believe we had the nerve of playing $200 and expecting a AAA game to work at launch.
Get word to Novik.
Yeah. That's a bit how it feels. It feels weird how that's like not the standard. Or excuse me, or that standards have decreased, you know, so much. Oh, what the fuck? Hi, Baron. How you doing? Fucking love the minigun, man. Minigun's so goddamn good. At least it delivered on gameplay. Yeah, thank goodness they did. Because if they didn't deliver on gameplay, it'd be a fucking travesty. Vagary again, boring. Freaking a Komodo and a Nagadon. Now this is more like it. Okay, Dread Mace there. Holy. We're cool. Just restack, we're fine. I forgot how much I freaking love this gun. Oh, man. It just annihilates. It just kills. Does what it says on the tin, you know? It does shred skulls in 2 different ways. Where is this frickin' acolyte? There you are. Oh no, it TP'd at the last seconds. Heck, I was close. Okay. Hi there, dude. Ah! Okay, where's this clone? Hi, clone. I agree, Knowlton. This should be called the Pulverizer while the other one's the Ravager. Because this one should have the more memorable name. Because it fucks, dude. What else to say? Oh, guys, Berserk fight. Berserk fight coming up. It's flail time. Let's see everything die. Guys, everything is dying. Oh, it's so quick. And Berserk is out. Flail's no longer good. You know, not as good as it could be. Gotta tone it back a little bit.
Enemy threat has been eliminated. He's regained control of the battlefield.
They gotta nerf the best weapon in the game somehow. Yeah. Why don't I just use the flail all the time? It's so good. Like, come on. This is literally just for a ruby and a runestone. Not worth it. We ain't going. I got basically everything I wanted upgraded. I'm just gonna go do all the combat. Still, I think it is super weird that you cannot shield bash to a Nightmare Imp, but you can melee lunge to it. Its new YouTube update is so buggy. Wait, there was an update to YouTube? Like when? Like with what? They changed the UI? Oh, okay. I haven't noticed anything about that.
Enemy troops have been obliterated.
Oh yeah, there's like a dog to the left of this too. Should I get the last race stone? I mean, I don't even know if I have enough gold to what's an upgrade? The rocket launch. If it's only the freaking rocket launcher I'm missing fully upgraded, I'm fine. It's one of those changes whenever they update like UI and stuff like that, that makes me just like, this is such a minor change. Why did you even do it? Like, I don't know if it's for the effect of, like, they don't want people to even notice. Oh, souls, man. I didn't expect there to be 15 million of them to spawn. Okay, whatever. Enshittification? Here's the thing, I don't have an issue with people changing their logos. It's just like if you're gonna change your logo, you know, like, I thought you need to have like a reason. Or, you know, like, even if there isn't like a reason that they give people, there is a reason internally how they made that logo and why they did it. And it's not discernible from the outside for some reason. And when that starts to happen, I wonder if you're not just if you're just making changes for the sake of making changes. I get that vibe from YouTube and a lot of Twitch especially. But like, you know, like any online like social media, I feel like every one of them does that problem at some point. Which this is gonna be a weird way to start a sentence. But to give credit to Elon Musk. When he changed Twitter to X, he changed the logo, he changed the color, he changed everything. That was an entire rebrand. Now, I think that the brand was crap, and Twitter had way better branding beforehand, but he at least changed it to make it its own unique thing that's vastly different from what it previously was. Like, yeah, I can understand why you'd want to do that, because you're trying to make it your own thing. Good. Unfortunately, it's just worse in every way, which it has the unfortunate that it's just executed poorly, but I can there's one aspect that is commendable, and that is it. Doom Live is crazy. You know what's even crazier live? Salvation. Just heard their new album. It's so great. How's it going, son? Oh yeah, the last combat arena's over here. Terminator Salvation? That doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Yeah, it is very weird that Elon Musk threw away, like, people colloquially referred to short ideas and thoughts as tweets. That much of a cultural impact. And Elon Musk is like, I'm gonna give it all up. Which is one of the most stupid things to do. For, like, any business decision, but he did it anyway. What's Man Baby up to? We're just talking about X. That's it. That's about the most relevant thing. There are only 2 Terminator movies? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, there's only 1 season of Arcane. Star Wars ended after Episode 5. What's George Lucas doing? And they only made 4 seasons of Dexter. It's unfortunate. Feel like those shows could have done better if they ran longer. Freaking he fired a tech instantly after his... I'm almost certain that's like a bug state or something. Hold on. Headshot this guy to death so I can get some gosh darn health, and then I'll deal with the leader guy. Oh, hi there. Holy, I am fighting for my life with this dude. Nice. Didn't do that hitless, so, you know, sham, but, like... I frickin' face tanked him for 15 years. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think that's all the combat. Let's get out of here and, go fight Creed. Oh no, guys, the boss fights are gonna be totally different. However, will I get through bosses in this randomizer? I wonder which boss I'll get. Put your votes in now with your phones. I don't know where Surat is off the cuff of my hand. It's Possessed Marauder? I bet it'll be Dark Lord.
Ship is powering up. The Makers won't allow this. The Slayer will decide his fate.
It's gonna be the Hell Guards. Yeah, totally. Guys, what's the in-lore explanation for these spikes? Like, why do they exist? Can someone tell that to me? Is there an explanation in the lore? Or are they just a gameism? Oh, wait. This area is actually harder because these aren't all Maker drones. I mean, not by much, don't get me wrong, but... saying this encounter is harder is kind of like saying I can beat up a second grader, you know? Like...
Princess Vic, please help me.
Alright, who's the boss? Who's the boss? Creed Maker. Aw, it's the same. Boring. Alright. Let's see how this thing is post-nerf. Ah, Maker Drones 2. Boring.
I only did what was asked of me.
Yeah, I don't think bosses are randomized. It's okay, we flailed him though. You can shoot the shield projectiles from the pinky? Wait, and it destroys them? Really? Hmm. Alright. Pulverizer time. Going for the glory kills bait. Oh, man. In a randomizer, these bosses are so much harder than they are casually. That's for certain. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Titan section. Randomizer is going to be so hard.
Those Titans are protecting the siege towers.
So yeah, how's people's days going? Might require a heat blast. Wait, heat, like you can destroy the shields with heat blast? What? Is the dodge window set to minimum? No. Just default nightmare settings. Eee. Can't believe they made these sections longer. I know, insane. Hit him with the shock subs. These should be optional. I think there's actually a setting in Kyb's mod to turn these sections off. I should have enabled it for this playthrough, huh? Or game gets soft locked on leaders. How do I fix? You see, you want to go first step. Is like usually when your game crashed or something, there's like a bug report that you can file out. But step 2 after that should be going to twitch.tv/Rytro with an underscore, hitting that gift sub button and selecting 50. That's how you fix it. Yeah, once you do that, it should work right as rain after. Oh no, the gun. Oh. Got her through my Doom Eternal taking no-hit speedrun video. I mean, it's not necessarily a speedrun video, I guess, but like, since I'm a speedrunner, you know. Obviously, I use the speedrun strats in that. But hey, glad you enjoyed. There'll be some Dark Ages-esque content like that available right about now. on my YouTube channel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. With more in the future. Yeah, but, all that stuff. And what other games I pick up after this? I'm getting the itch to move on. So I don't know what thing I should do next for the channel today. Shotgun sections is great, though. You know why it's great? It's because those things one-shot the enemies so that you can get through it quicker. When the best compliment you have about something is that, hey, I can really speed it up to make sure I don't have to do it. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily praise. I think I'm going to do Dark Ages hitless. It's impossible to hitless or damageless this game. This game has guaranteed hits and damage areas. I guess I could do a video, theoretically, that goes over why can't you beat these games hitlessly and go over the specific examples. That'd be like a short 8-minute video? Or, hey, actually, you know what? Content like that, I could make like a dedicated short out of. Why it's impossible to no-hit Doom the Dark Ages. Figured that'd be a fun one. What am I doing, man? I don't know, I'm just kind of autopiloting at this point. That'd be easier because of the shield. Yeah, the turret sections, you can't block some guaranteed attacks. Ozrock also has an unavoidable hit in Phase 3. His little fall down thing when he, after his anime combo, is a guaranteed AoE hit that you can only block. So, you still hit, you just don't take damage. It's possible to do the first turret section damageless, not the second one. Because, like, his first attack is, like, literally that, AoE, like, shockwave he sends at you. Like, that's a guaranteed hit that he will do at the same point after you kill all the regular enemies. Like, there's no way of avoiding that attack, unfortunately. How the why is he taking reduced damage at this low HP? Like, I was like, oh, he'll be in stagger by the time I get to the end of this. Nope, nope. Ah, whatever. This is what I get for just, like, having fun. Alright, fun's over. Let's use meta strats, folks. I'm sorry. You think the flail might do more damage to him too? Yeah, but like anything that's not the mace on Ozrock is, like, bad. Because the regular melees, they don't falter him. The Dread Mace falters him. It's like the one thing where this has a distinct advantage. But yeah, that's the unavoidable damage right there. Like, right before that, like, 3 shockwave. It falters him on the second hit in the 3rd phase. Okay, I'm going to fact check you. Wait, what? Why are you fucking right? Huh? Wait, that does? I did not believe you whatsoever. I thought you were trolling. That would have come in useful on fucking gun only. Oh, fuck, gonna have to make an addendum to that video. Oh, also happens on Ozrock Witch Fight. What? Actually, no, wait. First phase, second phase are still undoable without Gauntlet, so I don't have to actually have to make an addendum, but I think it's a funny brief aside. Johan! What's up with the raid, dude? Welcome in. How was was it a racing stream? Were you playing that racer? I forget the name of it. It has a very specific name. Rally. Okay. This is what happens when you prioritize fun over meta gameplay. Yeah, you find out about an absolutely insane falter on the second during 3rd phase Ozrock only. What? Damn. Learning right-hand drive like the British? Hell yeah. I think. Okay, we just sit here in the corner and we stand and fight. Let's do the tagline. We gotta full circle this. Stand and fight is the optimal strategy for the last area. It has to be. Otherwise, the game's lying to me, and I get to request my money back directly from Hugo Martin. We only don't stand and fight when, like, we have to go out to kill something else. Them's the rules. Ah! What's up, son the boy? Hello. Why doesn't the second melee falter you? Is it a mistake that every enemy in the game doesn't falter on the second punch? Or is it a mistake that it only falters phase 3 Ozrock? I choose to believe the former. Then crashed when you got right back into a normal car and forgot your car had a right side. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, cars having both left and right sides. That's a rare trait, you know? Of just, you know, universal existence. Not traits of the cars, of the universe you're in. That's what I was referring to. You submit for AGDQ. Unfortunately, Dark Ages got in last time. So I don't think it'll get in again. So no, I haven't. Also, I'm gonna be real. I don't plan on going to GDQ much in the near future unless, like, how'd I put it? I start making some real YouTuber numbers, because that last trip, oh boy, that was expensive for me. But yeah, I kind of made the argument this time to go and do a showcase because, like, I thought it would, you know, be worth it on the content front. And for some reason, I don't know, my GDQ runs have just never, like, been able to reimburse me that way. How? Paying for, like, 4 days of hotel, plus food, plus travel expenses, plus all that stuff. Got bullied in submitting a rally last second. Nice. Well, hope you get in, dude. I rewatched the Half-Life 2 race recently. Still a really freaking good run. Have so many aggressive commentary for that run? Dude, I couldn't tell. It just seems like y'all were having a gay old time. Day after you thought of so many good bits? Yeah, that's the thing about hindsight, of it's kind of accurate. I think that's why, like, when I did my first GDQ run, I literally went through the run step by step so I could explain it. Or it was fine, just could have been so much better. I mean, that's everything, right? Everything can always be better. That's kind of the fun part of it. Always room for improvement. Ah! I'm still using fists. Maybe that's why I'm failing. Alright, I'll nerf myself. Let's go Dread Mace. Yeah. Catch you later, Knowlton. Have a good one, dude. I need to kill the frickin' Cyber Demon. It's just not worth it. I thought I would get the lunge into him before he attacked. No, I was just barely in his aggro range. Have I played BioShock Infinite? I have played through BioShock Infinite. I think it's unequivocally the weakest BioShock game by a wide margin. And, in fact, I go further. I think it's actually bad. Like, they kind of ruined BioShock with that game. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I don't know, just everything about BioShock Infinite, BioShock 1 and 2 do better. I haven't finished BioShock 2, don't get me wrong. I'm not the most educated on BioShock 2, but it seems like more of the same of the first game. Did like a good enough spin on it a little bit. I've played through like the first few hours. But it's just like I never finished it because I only played it at my cousin's house when I was young, you know? Only played through the first BioShock, like, in retrospect many years later in college and just never cared about playing, like, BioShock 2. What's up, Floppy? Hello. But yeah, I can say it's for sure worse than 1, pretty sure worse than 2. What difficulty is this? Nightmare, 150% game speed. Dude, just having random, having an Arachnotron be like buffed, having an Acolyte be buffed, that's fucking brutal, man. Those guys are designed to be super annoying, but easily taken, you know, killed. And you take away their easy to be killed trait, now suddenly they're menaces. Yeah, that's just game design, man. There's a reason they have that weakness and they aren't done that way in the campaign. But hey, the fact that it goes sideways is why I like it. What's up, Floppy Salmon? Hello. Henshin Goji. On some aspects, do you agree? I think it's like every aspect. Matthew Matosis has like the best breakdown of BioShock Infinite I've ever seen. The man rips that guy a new one, both methodically and chronologically. Like, it's insane. Oh. Okay, please, I need to get this. I am not dealing with a buffed Komodo. Thank you. Is this normal TDA speed? No, I have this thing cranked up to 150 because I'm a real man. Aren't like those little sissy boys who play at 100% game speed. Those little weak little men. Those literal second graders. Nah, dude, I play it at 150 speed just because I like it a little bit more. I don't know, I think this game is best enjoyed at this speed, honestly. Like, I have that much fun with it. Buff Marauder or Possessed Marauder? Possessed Marauder. Because at least you can take out, like, what's buffing the Marauder. But Possessed Marauder, there's no real counter. You just gotta fight it. Alright, we're zipping through this area because, blah, 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 blah. Ah! What the? Get out of here! I need to take out the Enforcer, dude! Thank you. That was an Acolyte, though. 100% feels too slow. I'm of the same opinion. Like, I'm not saying 100% ain't is slow on its own. But, like, once you've had crack cocaine, it's hard to go back to sugar. You feel me? I was trying to block that, being like, I could block the explosion. No, it counts as all those explosions as separate. What's up, Jarkur? Hello. Ah, frick, I have to go through this section again. Please don't instantly kill me. Go to 50%, it'll be fun. Doom the Dark Ages, but it's the slowest possible settings. The world's slowest Doom the Dark Ages speedrun ever. with max slow-mo? Please, guys. Speedrunners are another league. Here's the weird part. We're not. It's just that we have the mental state of where we don't get absolutely tilted off the planet doing these challenges. It's all about mindset, baby. Where's the pulverizer? I just want to shoot the frick out of things with a skull minigun. Come at me, dudes. You'll eventually die. Like there. Like there. Remember that review we watched where the guy said that once you get this gun, the other skull grinder's redundant? Remember how much of a silly goose of a comment that was? Freaking insane, actually. I can't believe he said that with a straight face. Like, it's kind of surreal. Who's we? Have you seen speedrunners? Yeah, speedrunners are all one homogenized group, don't you know? Kind of weird to say that about speedrunners, considering that speedrunners are like the queerest people out there. If you don't believe me, go to a GDQ. People wear their pride so hard at GDQ. You gotta respect it. Both Skull Crushers are pretty good. Yeah, and one doesn't really replace the other. They all have their niche. High single target damage, high area damage. It's almost as if that's how they're designed. Gaming locals in general. Yeah, gamers with an apostrophe instead of an A. Very diverse. I don't know. I think the speedrunning has, like, higher per capita than average, but I'll let the nerds debate that, and the scholars and the historical anthropologists. They'll come to their conclusion about that. Surely the bosses aren't randomized? Yeah, no, bosses are randomized. It's just, it's been a boring run so far. We've been getting, like, default spawns all the time for every boss. It's weird, huh? Some right-wing talking head called the Smash community a trans supremacist group after Ohio Smash banned some shit. It feels too accurate. I can't help but laugh. That fits my worldview so much that it caused some humor. I freaking love this gun, dude. I love this gun so much. Let me just instantly delete something. Move to the next thing, instantly delete it. Move to the next thing, instantly delete it. It's a combat loop. Now you'll go back to your band account so I don't give you ads? Oh, cool. Watch the stream how you want to watch it, dude. Although, did they just admit to ban evading? Does that mean I have to ban? Chat, I think that means I have to ban.
Approach hazard's hail.
Players getting close.
Is that in reference to, like, the, Johan comment? Because, to clarify, I was talking like it's funny because I know that there's that much hate that brews in the world, which is why I find it hilarious. I don't ascribe to alt-right politics, if that's your concern in calling me an asshole. Let's get one thing straight. You can call me an asshole and hate me, but, yeah, I'm not one of those people. Ew. As long as we are aware that you can hate me over the valid reasons that I'm a dick. That's fine. Ah! Wait, I forgot to say that I was going live in the Discord today. Fuck. I'm a bad streamer. Is that a leader that's... Is that an enforcer that spawns in enforcers? Like... Why is he scooting? Why you scoot, dude? What the heck? Really wish I would start streaming more again. Me too, buddy. At the same time, it don't make sense. Fucky, I must have got... Holy crap, that sneeze snuck up on me. I must have got melee buffer during that, damn. Okay, maybe I don't have that double enforcer in this area anymore, so it's actually a little easier now. Manageable. Catch you later, Johan. Have a good one, dude. Thanks for stopping by. And again for the raid. Hope your rally gets into GDQ. There's supposed to be a Komodo that spawns in over here. Is it spawned yet? No. Alright. This guy. Keep thinking he's about to attack, but no, that's just him is stepping. Yeah, it feels kind of weird how they just kept nerfing the Unmaker. Like, why? Like, why did you nerf the Unmaker, dude? It had its, like, own use in which it was unassuredly the best in very niche scenarios, and they just kind of took it away. I don't understand the thought process. It's kind of like in Overwatch when they fix something that they say is wrong with the game, but then later in a different patch, they revert the change, claiming that it was working not as intended. We good? I am starting and stopping my local recording just in case. Doom the Dark Ages almost took out my PC. Give me a sec. My whole screen like froze for a total of like 5 seconds, dudes. Here, I have to task manager this. There's no other way. You guys said that they were removing the maintains and rolling back some of the changes in the last patch. Can they just revert it back to 1.0 where the game was good? Like, I hate to say it, but I still think their launch balancing was better. Like, all their like specific little changes, I kind of don't agree with from a game design perspective. But hey, I think some of them are good. Don't get me wrong, but like the overwhelming majority, I just like, why did you change that? It didn't make sense, dude. That's basically what he was saying. I guess I just don't get this whole rigmarole of like why they had to why they changed it then. I don't know, I'm not a fan of them changing stuff like too vividly. It's a little bit weird. Okay. Get it. Nice.
Average ship is taking off.
Woo! Freaking. Oh yeah, this fight will be randomized. Hey guys, for funsies, we're not gonna do this encounter with the Zerk. We're gonna see how much of a pain it is. Whee! I'm being too far chased down, man. Oh, can you? Please. I did not see the two freaking Stonehams behind me. No Berserk Flail was too OP for this fight. Yeah, what can I say? Whew. No! Yeah, Berserk Flail's too strong, so I gotta make it hard for myself and fight this like legit, you know, without cheats.
He's on board. We hold our ground until he finishes this.
I like Pulverizer here just because there's a fuck ton of enemies. Don't have enough ammo for this. Sheesh, now I actually have to go to a bad gun like the Impaler. Ew. Oh, wait, the Komodo! He can't get through the door! Oh, door stuck. Parried that from behind, by the way, no big deal. Oh, you're so cute. Look at him. Look at him. Woo. All right, final boss is down. All that's left is a victory lap. So I'm just gonna grab this. And we're gonna have some fun. Alright, let's feel how OP the Ravager is. Wait, did they remove Berserk? Guys, they removed Berserk! No! Or I didn't hit the trigger. I was likely an idiot. No, I'm stupid! I'm stupid! Unfortunate. Now I actually have to fight this guy legit? I don't like this. Why did they patch it? I'm not certain they patched it. I might have fucked it up. I actually don't know if they patched it, so I'll look into it after this. We can test it after the stream. Not the hardest thing in the world to do. Whew. Come on, Astarak. And time. Pause. Settings. Wait, or is it just... is it control pause? Yeah, I have to manually do it. There we are. 9.5 hours for a randomizer. Not bad. I mean, a lot of the time we was just having fun. But yeah, no, you get a solid, like, full playthrough after this. Not bad. Did they patch it? I thought you missed the trigger. We will check. But hey, randomizer kind of fun. I like it. It's cool for replay. I can't wait to see if Kai's like, makes this better or something. I bet he will, because he's been updating this with every patch that comes out, so maybe he just, like, adds new features when there's new patches. Who knows? DLC ain't even yet. Ain't even out yet, though, so I bet there can be improvements to be made. Heavily want to check this out once it gets into a more up-to-date, you know, state. But yeah, now I'm genuinely curious. Hold on. Brief sidebar, people. We're going to test if they patched it or if I'm just being a silly little boy, okay? Let me enable cheats, and we can test this real quick. I'm enabling cheats for the sole purpose, folks, that it makes me get to the areas to check stuff faster. Unlock console commands. Campaign. DLC of the stream, folks. DLC. We're going to find out if I'm an idiot. UI_dev_map. Dev checkpoints. Ship start.
Locking on hazard signal.
He's on board. We
Oh.
hold our ground until he finishes it.
I should have turned the randomizer off. It would have made testing this a little easier. Alright. It's okay. We'll just BFC this. Oh, okay. You will have to be killed. Okay, so normally you're supposed to go back here. This definitely hits the trigger. Stairs is too much. So I've totally hit this trigger, definitely. No question in my mind. Pick this up. Ah! Come on. Just gotta mantle this. Come on, dudes. This jump is hard. Like, I meme a little, but this jump is genuinely hard. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I missed the trigger. Yep, still at Berserk. All is right in the world. You think the DLC will be similar to Tag 1 and Tag 2? I have no idea what to expect. I hope it's the storyline where we get to play as Doom Girl. That's the one thing I want. Doom Girl DLC would go hard. But yeah, no, that's it for me, folks. Thanks for stopping by. YouTube, I'm going to catch you all later. And Twitch, I will find somebody for you to raid. Well, for us to raid.